Hey, it's Andre, and I guess it's been a while, so I figured I would do a, I don't know, semi-bench video. And I guess the theme of this thing is, are used planes or new to you planes a guilty pleasure? And I'm going to go with yes. Now, hold on. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, but here's my rationale. Yes, there are pros to buying a new plane. Take the brand new SE5A. This is the old Park Zone one. New one, all right, they fixed the battery hatch issue. You can run a 4S. You can get parts. But you're paying a price for that, and I get that. So I've come to the conclusion that I do like my guilty pleasures, and I do like finding the new to me planes, particularly when they're at a good price. I don't mind wrenching. This week, and I guess the genesis of why I decided to jump into a video was I was working on the old FMS B25, and yeah, it is a rat's nest inside this thing. Like, it is so poorly organized, so poorly thought through, and so tiny in there, but it was inexpensive, and I really didn't mind hacking away at the foam to make my batteries that I have work versus saying, oh, it's brand new and I got to go out and spend, you know, $200 to pick up more batteries. So there are pluses and minuses. If I crash it, can I get parts for it? If I crash it, is it a complete write-off? Well, you know, for what I paid for it, okay, fine, but yeah, so there are risks on all of them. Like, you know, was it taken care of by the previous owner? Is it banged up? Or am I just going to fly it like, you know, like I stole it and just really enjoy the whole experience? I think with every kind of used airplane that you pick up, there are teething problems. Pardon me, there are teething problems. The FMS is no different. The cows are rubbing on the props, so I've got to figure a way to sort that out. The paint is faded. Does that spell opportunity to refresh it and give it a brand new paint job? I don't know. But over the course of my flying career over the last couple of years, I have decided that that is something I do enjoy, particularly on the foamies. I'm not much of a balsa fan. I find recovering them as the giant Wacko project is proving to be a challenge for me because I have to be in the mood. But, you know, when you can get your hands on a foamy version, that will get flown this year as well. That's 4S 2200. Check. Yes, it's a dyno. Can I get parts for it? I have no idea. I think I can get props and servos and, you know, swap out the ESC in that. But if something cracks, well, maybe I'm doing a big old foam repair job. But in the meantime, it looks great. Yes, the paint has been faded. The yellow is not looking the most refreshed as it. But once it's in the air, who cares? I'll be having fun with it. And it's kind of the same experience I had with my Fly Zone Beaver. Older aircraft, it's got some flaws, some older design ideas, and older mentality, but it still works. It's the same thing really with the Park Zones, the old World War I planes, you know, like it's a plastic chassis in there and the battery's loaded in the bottom and you can only load to like a 1300 or a really thin 2200, but it still flew. Yes, I've got some spares, and even Joshua Orchard last year crashed his Albatross and had an incident with that one, and I managed to mail out some parts, some wing struts that I happen to have spare from another friend who picked them up from a store used. So you run with what you got, I guess. So I don't know. It's a bit of a ramble. It's a bit of a but what's your philosophy on it? I mean, I know I look at my hangar and I've got the P51 from FMS. Wow, it's been a while, obviously, but I got the Dynam ME262. There's a Dynam Texan, you know, so there are a really substantial amount of older aircraft in my fleet, and I don't think it's a problem. I kind of enjoy them. They're fun. And running through that cycle of the procurement cycle, I think can get kind of expensive, particularly when you know, manufacturers are being sneaky and swapping out those batteries all the time. So I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments. I could just be, you know, crazy and just doing my own thing, but I plan on, you know, flying the heck out of this B25 this year. Definitely going to get the Albatross and the SE5A out as well as the biplanes. You know, just enjoy what I've got. until, you know, I burn them into the ground, unfortunately, because it will happen. And you have to expect that to happen with any RC flying, particularly with the foamies, because, you know, you fly them harder, I think. So, flying wise, Andre, me flying, last time I got flying in 2025 was January 1st. The weather has been horrible. I've either been busy or just not in the mood to be cold. Winter flying has not been my thing this year for whatever reason. But actually today we're in the middle of a weather warning. Can't see it from the glare in the window, but it snowed again. And then freezing rain. So hence why I've decided to start jumping, but you know, jumping back onto the bench and getting the aircraft ready. And hence this video, because, well, I haven't shot anything in a long time and I'm out of practice, feeling a little rusty. So bear with me. I'm going to try and get out flying. I've got a plane to review, got my other content to create and everything. So I will be attempting to shoot at the field a little bit more often and just, you know, getting back into doing the stuff I like doing in the videos and having a little bit of fun. So ambitions and goals for this year. Fly as many of my EDFs at the Stetson Club out in Navan, because, you know, I want to see how they do on the grass and everything. Obviously, we know the e-flite Viper, the 90, will do just fine. But I want to try all the other ones, and then I'll decide whether if I thin out the fleet or not, and just go through, you know, style after style after style. And then I want to seriously jump into the fuel planes. I've got the two Glow Nitro planes. That's the clip wing Cub and then the Super Emram. Both are running those nice motors, but I do have to check those all out, and they all need to be run up and everything. And then I've got that Hangar 9 Carbon Cub, which I've never run. That's got the 20cc. And then I haven't flown that big, beautiful Pilot RC Extra, which is, you know, I've run it up once or twice. I think I screwed up the settings, so I've got to play with all those. So those are just all things that you need to walk through slowly, or at least I do, very slowly and meticulously, and just get comfortable with it. But I guess this is me declaring that I'm going to enjoy flying as much as I can again, because it's been an off couple of years, I'll fully admit, and I've been missing the hobby and what it means to me, and doing content for whatever reason. Career and life and everything just got busy. So buckle up, hang on tight. Again, let me know what you think. You know, are you the kind of person that says, okay, I've flown this stuff and get rid of them? Or are you kind of like me and say, you know, I'm recognizing that the economy stuff is changing and I don't feel the desire to go out and spend $400, $500, $600 in an airplane at this moment. And I'll get the same kind of that smile on my face, you know, whether someone's flying the brand new version of the SE5A or me flying, or maybe I'm going to be a little bit more nervous because this thing probably does mean a little bit more to me, but who knows? Let me know what you think, and we'll get some flying going and everything. So I'm Andre. Welcome to the hangar.